This video is brought to you by Loot Crate. Head today to lootcrate.com/reviewtechusa and enter the code RTU to save 10% on any subscription plan. Skip it up and that up. Look at that, man. That is some amazing chest hair. Man, look at this. It's right here. It's like hypnotic. It's going to put you guys in a trance. The power of my chest hair is incredible. All right. Anyway, what's going on? This is a really interesting article that was written up. It's an opinion piece, and basically the sum of it is that if you're a gamer, you're always going to be stereotyped in one way or the other. I mean, they titled the article, if you're over 30 and you still love Nintendo, you're weird. A great way to get people to read the article. It got me to read it. But I'll sum it up for you. It's a really long-winded article that they go into different things that were like even unnecessary to go into, to be honest with you. So basically, I'll sum it up like this. There's these two guys. They're both in the journalism business, and they were talking about E3. And they were talking about how they thought that E3 was giving game haters, which we know there's plenty of them out there, more ammunition, because games seem to be getting more and more violent, and the more violent games get, the more people could use it, like Glenn Beck can use it as excuses to ban video games or to overregulate them or to tax them or whatever. So they go into that, and then they flip it though and say, hey, you know, I was watching Nintendo's E3 presentation, and I mean, they had a couple other third-party games that they showed later on after their E3 digital presentation that were mature. But Nintendo's E3 was a stark contrast from Sony and Microsoft. It wasn't as violent. It was more cheerful, and the games were more wholesome and were just good, wholesome fun. But one of the friends said, yeah, but if you're over 30 and you confess to loving Nintendo, that won't help your case much. And they go into the whole thing about how, you know, if you like Nintendo, it makes you seem more mature. And then they go into like a whole psychological thing about how guys are not growing up as fast as women are because they keep on going to like Comic-Con and they're trying to stay younger than they actually are. It was really, it kind of just gets ridiculous. And basically what the article ends with is that you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you like the mature games, the yo bro shooters and all that, you're seen as an overly aggressive person. If you like Nintendo, you're seen as a creepy man-child. And it's not, you know what it is really, and the reason this article pissed me off is basically what they're saying without saying is that we as human beings are fucking idiots. We have to stereotype everything. If there's a black guy that robs a Walmart, all black people are like that. If I could tell you the truth, granted I've lost some weight, but I'm still a fat guy. If you're fat, people think that all you do is sit home all day, smear yourself in Crisco and eat chicken. If you're an Italian guy, you're in the mafia. If you're a female gamer, you're not really a gamer. You know, everyone has a stereotype about everything. And by making this article, they were furthering the stereotype. Like, here is the thing, okay? I like Super Mario 3D World as much as I like Watch Dogs, as much as I like Wolfenstein The New Order. I also like Mario Kart. They're fun games. But then you have, you know what, it was funny? I was watching, there was a CBS video with Shokyo in it. And you're watching the video, okay? And you see Shokyo come, he's talking about Smash Brothers. Shokyo's a normal-looking dude, normal-looking young adult. Looks like Will Smith in a little bit. And he's sitting there, you know, in a mature adult way, talking about how the game feels refreshing, it feels new. And then there's this guy coming on, probably in his late teens or early 20s, but it doesn't matter. He was still an adult, wearing a Yoshi hat. It looks like he decapitated a Yoshi before he came in, talking about the game. Now, you know how human nature works. Who are people going to remember after watching that video? Are they going to remember Shokyo, who's just a normal-looking dude? Or they're going to remember the jackass wearing a Yoshi hat? They're going to remember the jackass wearing the Yoshi hat, and then they're going to associate everyone who is a gamer or a Nintendo gamer with that jackass. Okay? I have a Wii U, and I have the Wii U exclusives for it. Does it mean that I have Mario stickers all over my room and Princess Peach stickers all over my room like a man-child? No. I just enjoy playing the game. When I'm done playing that game, I go on and play another game. I may go and play Watch Dogs on my PC. You know, I play the games for the entertainment value of it. But that's the problem, is that we have to label. It's not even just with gaming, it's with everything. We have to label everything and give everything a stereotype. And it's always the village idiot of everything that ruins it for other people. There may be people, there's plenty of people I know that are totally normal, legit people that play like Magic the Gathering. But then you have that one douchebag that's that creepy guy who showers once a month, and because people remember him and smell him, he's the one that everyone associates with Magic the Gathering. And that's the stereotype. And then that scares off people from that stereotype, just like articles like this and guys like that dude wearing that Yoshi hat scare people off from Nintendo. On top of it too, because of these stereotypes, this is why other ones exist. For example, why do you think that more people game on a smartphone? People game on a smartphone than they game on a PSP or a PS Vita or 3DS. Come on, from an adult perspective. I'm not talking younger. Because this, even though there's games on here, and now especially with this phone, you can play games like Modern Combat and a bunch of other games, and this thing arguably is more powerful than a PS Vita. But the reason why people stay away from portable consoles, because they don't want the stigma that goes along with them. They may want a game, but they'll, even if they rather prefer gaming on a portable dedicated console, they'll still stick to this because this is a smartphone. This is an adult device that has a quad-core processor and is meant for business. Then you could sit there for hours and hours on end playing a bunch of games you got from the Google Play Store, but you don't have that image that goes along with it. And that's what people are worried about. And the problem is, and the reason why there is so many stereotypes, is because how we are as human beings, okay? That one guy who's over the top with gaming on Nintendo, who's a 35-year-old man who lives in this fantasy world, ruins it for other adults who just play Nintendo games for the hell of it, just to have fun, and they also play other games. The one smelly dude from Magic the Gathering, who I mentioned before, ruins it for everybody. Same with sports. There's people that are just laid back, rational people that enjoy watching baseball, football, basketball, etc. But who do people associate people who are fans of sports? That one fat dude whose gut is the size of my entire body, and that's saying something because I'm a pretty large dude, who paints his stomach, gets drunk off his ass, and screams at the game. Everyone associates people who are hardcore about sports with him. It sucks, man, and it sucks that people just can't game and have fun. People just can't do other things and have fun. Human beings always have to attach a stereotype, because if we don't, it's almost like we can't compute. We can't just say, okay, a person enjoys something. It's either they're an extreme or they're not. And it's just it's shitty. It's just the way we are. And I think that's kind of what hurts Nintendo too, is that Nintendo now, even if the games are good, and even if they got adult games to their consoles, which I still think they need to get more of them, they have that stigma. And once human nature and human beings put a stigma on something, it's hard to wash it off, man. We are idiots, period. All right, folks, this is Rich of Review Tech USA. Make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for supporting my channel. Have a good one.